So hello and welcome my friends. All the DMLT, BMLT, BSCMLT, all the students are welcome in this video. And apart from that, I know that there is a very large audience of my video who are just from their curiosity watch my videos. So all thank you for them, and all are welcome in this video. So in the clinical laboratory test, about the clinical laboratory test, we have already discussed about the types of values which is evolved from the tests, the type of test which is the methodologies, the utilization we used in our laboratory, and in today's video we are going to discuss about the interpretations as a whole, the holistic approach of the interpretation, how a holistic approach made for the proper interpretation of a particular test or a series of tests. So, my dear friends, like Sachin Tendulkar's cover drive, like Virat Kohli's over boundary, all of you can imagine these pictures without shutting your eyes. So, like that, to recall these things, the values, the everything, I just tried to bring it all these things in a one window that you can imagine without shutting your eyes. So just it is my little effort for you. So this is the board for today about the interpretation of the clinical laboratory tests. So I am your Sandeep sir and you are watching MLT tutorial by Sandeep sir. So you just subscribe this channel. If you are new in this channel, kindly share this video, and all are welcome in this video. So to get an authenticated result or results, that the result could be numeric, it could be alphabetic or alphanumeric. So to get these authenticated results, we have to exercise some things. What the things? The first thing is that pre-analytical steps. Now the pre-analytical steps are the steps that is to take in the blood from a patient and to process the blood just before it is tested. This process is the pre-analytical steps. That is you take in the blood and you properly put a ID mark to the particular vial and you process the vial for getting the serum. These process are the pre-analytical steps of any test. This is the before test. So if there is any error, if any mistakes can occur, that is by the human. That mistakes should be caused by a human. So this type of mistakes is known as the mistakes. Now what is the error in this case? In the analytical steps, that is the testing procedure. So the maximum test, because occurred in a totally automated machines, so machines is entirely liable for that. So a machine is giving you a wrong result, that is the analytical steps, that is the machine's mistakes is called the errors. Now here mistakes can be occur if you are going to study some cells or tissue under microscope, that is performed by a human. So then it shall be mistakes. Now in the post-analytical steps, that is also a mistake, that is the accumulation of the reports. Accumulation and clerical mistakes. Here the clerical mistakes are the main occurrence. That is the say a patient has say 10 types of tests and it has performed in different laboratories, different tables, different machines. So to accumulate this report, their mistakes can be occurred. This mistake again done by a human. So this is again called a mistakes. Now the QC passed. QC does means the quality control passed. So quality control, again it is of two types, that is the internal quality control and EQAS, that is external quality assurance scheme. So EQAS again in both way it can occur. So the QC is the very large chapter. So the test should be QC first. Now the validation of the methodology. Now what method we adapted for a particular test. Now just take an instance that is a particular patient, say the patient has a high icterus value, that is high bilirubin. So that the patient's serum is also get yellowish color or deep yellow color. Now the patient also a requisition for serum creatinine test. For the serum creatinine test, the general method that is commonly we perform, that is the Jeffs kinetic. But now the Jeffs kinetic method is not validated for the test. The validated methodology for now, in that case, if the serum is the lipemi or the serum is the icterus, now we should have to perform for the serum creatinine test, that is the enzymatic method for creatinine test. Now the enzymatic method cost and the Jeffs kinetic method cost is far different, that is the 20 to 30 times different. It is higher in the enzymatic test, but we have to perform in that case. So validation of the methodology is the great thing also in the particular cases, in the particular tests, for the particular test. Now the meteorological traceability. What is meteorological traceability? That is commonly we call the weather. That is our laboratory nowadays are maximum AC laboratory because the machines are totally automated. So obviously we have at least one AC is there. But the meteorological traceability includes, that is the relative humidity and the temperature of the room, and in the particular relative humidity and in particular temperature, your machine can perform accurately. So for that machine, for the sake of that machine, you have to maintain the particular meteorological conditions for that room. Now the test repeat. Test repeat, what is test repeat? That is that if a result is doubtful, again in that case, if a result is a critical value or a panic value, it may be very low or very high value, then the test should be repeated by adapting different methods. By adapting different methods, so to satisfy each other of the method, to get the authenticated results. Now again include that the equipment calibration. That the equipment calibration, again it has a two part. The equipment part is calibrated by your manufacturer with your AMC contract, and the equipment calibration also is that the LJ satisfied. LJ means that Levy-Jennings chart. The Levy-Jennings chart for each test and each level of control sera, you have to satisfy for the each test every day before you go to perform any test. So this LJ satisfied chart can give you a command and give you a confidence that your evolved result is correct. Now the measurement uncertainty. It is also a great chapter, a very big chapter. There is always uncertainty in this universe, in everything, in everywhere, in every aspect. So in the measurement there is an uncertainty. This measurement uncertainty we have to eradicate or to recalculate the results by knowing this methodology. Otherwise we cannot apply this method of measurement uncertainty of a particular test result. So after exercising all these things, we can get an authenticated result or results that may be numeric, alphabetic or alphanumeric. Now with that we have to add. What we have to add? We have to add, now we have to consider, we have to bring some things into our consideration. Now what these things? That is the particular test literature and case history. So particular test literature, what is the every test? Now every test is like that in a kit form. So every company, every manufacturer give you their own literature with every kit. So that from that literature you can get the normal value for that particular methodology, the critical value, the panic value, the reference values, that the reference value generally we called it as a normal value, and the indications of the each value. So if it is 6, what does it mean? If it is 8, what does it mean? If it is 10, what does it mean? So we can get all these things from the particular test literature. Now the case history. Now the case history of the patient is the most important part in this total aspect. That is if the patient is admitted in indoor IND, the patient case sheet is the main authenticated part. So we have to study that case sheet. If the patient is a OPD patient, the OPD patient, the prescription, the patient's prescription, the clinical findings that is written on that prescription, and the diagnosis done by the doctor, particular doctor. Now the patient or patient party briefs. Now we have to collect the patient's brief if the patient is unconscious or the patient is sleeping. The patient party briefs also we have to consider. We have to again consider that what type of medications that the patient have that before the test or in the recent days. So the medications, about these medications you have to study a lot. So you have to know about at least 100 medications, that what the medications can alter your test values. Now the exposures, like the exposures, take an instance like that for in this corona age, all the corona suspected patient, or in a general survey, the health personnel asks them there is one question is there, that the patient or the person whether have any travel history in recent days. So if the particular person or the suspected patient has a travel history in like a city where corona is much more epidemic, so it is considered that the patient got exposed. So exposure is again a great factor. Now the physician or consultant opinions. In that for the OPD patient it is not always applicable, but for the indoor patients, those patients are critically or seriously ill. For the patient we can again consult with the particular physician or consultant and took their opinion. Now some tests are under exclusion methodology or process. So some tests, not all the tests, but sometimes some tests are under the exclusion methodology. Doctor exercises that tests. Doctor advises that test. Now what is exclusion methodology? Doctor very much know that the patient is not suffering from that disease. But to confirm, but to take confidence that the patient is not suffering from that disease, doctor want to confirm by that type of test. Like that, the pre-operative panel test. The pre-operative panel, if a patient is going for a preparative operative procedure, matlab, that is the patient is admitted in the hospital and go with abdominal pain, and he has some mild pain of appendicitis, and patient will undergo an operation procedure in coming days. In that case, doctor suggests some pre-operative panel test. In that panel test, that the HIV test, hepatitis B and hepatitis C type of test is included. This type doctor very much know that the patient is not suffering from that disease, and what is that, if the patient was suffering from that disease, doctor very much know that what symptoms he may got. But doctors to exclude that test, that the patient is no harm for that operative procedure personnel, doctor go some pre-operative panel tests. These tests are under exclusion methodology tests. Now, before we go to conclude, before we go to is equal to put that sign, we here to consider all of these things and exercise above all of these things, we again verify this test, and this generally called as the data edit steps. Now after data edit we got the final result. Now the magnitude of the interpretation, what is your interpretation is going on. The interpretation may be pro. That pro means that is in support. That is what is supporting, that the your value, patient history, doctor's opinion, doctor's diagnosis, all are matching. This is pro. And the reverse, that is the opposite, that the your value and the patient history does not going matching, does not matched. So in that case the report may be reversed. Sometimes report may be reversed. We have to we have to issue that type of reverse report if we are much confident about that. Now some reports are equivocal. Equivocal, that means that interpretation, there may be a multiple interpretation. So multiple interpretation with the multiple, so a value is that type of value or that type of suggestion we just deliver, that may be doctor may be interpret in different way as not like us. So this is called the equivocal range of results. So equivocal interpretations. So my friends, in my next video again I am going to give you some photo memory. So photo memory, you just like it this video and share this video. So thank you for today.